Happy Wednesday evening, August 11th, 2021. To God be the glory for the closing of another evening and the closing of the book of Job. I tell you, every time I read through the Bible and I get to Job, I can remember, I believe, 3 years ago, because it takes a year and maybe 7 months to go through the entire Bible. But every time I get to Job, it's like I have a Job experience myself. Storm, but major subtractions, where the Lord is saying, you got to eliminate that. You have to take this away, and I'm going to take this away. You're going to have to trust me, Michelle, on this. And I don't know if you're in that situation that you are walking through the valley, a dark valley, and it seems like you're alone. The Lord is saying, get rid of this, snip, snap. Maybe you have to go through a breakup. Maybe you have to, I don't know, go through a separation. And I'm not talking about marital, but just maybe a friendship or something that the Lord is telling you to get rid of. And that could be so excruciating, so hard. But I'm here to tell you God's grace is sufficient. He will give you the presence, His peace, and His strength through it all. Yeah. And we know in the 42nd chapter, because in the first chapter, it says that Job was an upright and a perfect man. Now, upright means that he just intended to stay in a straight and narrow way, and he was honored and blessed in the latter end. And I believe that that is for us today. Even though we might have to go through some hard times, but you're never alone. We're not alone. And it says in Job 1 verse 1 that he feared God, he respected God, he honored God, and he eschewed evil. That means that he stayed away from things that looked, like it might be negative or sinful. He just stayed away from it. And I know that that's not popular today in 2021. No one's talking about that. Like, you're doing too much, girl. I mean, what? I was listening to this pastor, and he was talking about how so many ministers get drunk. And, I guess it's on their social media, and they're turning it up, and so many preachers, getting high, and just all this craziness. Listen, and I'm not to judge the lifestyle, but some things we have to eschew. We got to stay away because it destroys our witness. But then people be like, oh, wait a minute, you're doing the same thing, or what's the difference here? Where's the deliverance? Where's the victory? Where's the power? So, Job 42, in verse 12, it says, so the Lord blessed the latter end of Job more than the beginning, because Job trusted in the Lord. Lord turned the captivity of Job, and the Lord will turn the captivity in our lives if we look to Him and not ourselves, if we rely on His strength. I know it might be hard right now, but the Lord has left His rod and His staff. They comfort us. And because of today's date, we will have gone to Proverbs 11, and several verses spoke to me, and hopefully you get something out of it. Verse 16, a gracious woman retaineth honor. We have to hold on to our dignity, even when we're going through those hard times. God will lift, He's a lifter of our head. Right? Who is the King of glory? The Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle. He will make us courageous and victorious in that that situation that we find us in that's very hard. And it says in verse 20 of chapter 11, the upright in their way are his delight, the Lord's delight. Just like Job was upright, he will make us upright. And that's a delight to the Lord. We want to please him. In verse 22, he wants us to retain our discretion, which is our prudence, our tact, our caution, our care. We're not sloppy, but we are being mindful of what the Lord would have us to be and to do. And then in verse 27, it says, he or she that diligently seeketh good. When we're seeking to honor the Lord, we will receive favor. But when we seek mischief and doing our own thing, then it's a hot mess. In verse 28, we want to be able to have this testimony at the end of this journey. He or she that trusteth in the Lord, not their riches, because they'll fail, but when we trust in the Lord, the righteous shall flourish as a branch, as a green leaf, and the fruit of the righteous is a tree, and we'll be able to in turn win souls. And that's the wisdom of the Lord. So let's trust the Lord with all our heart. We know that we might have some subtractions, we might have some hard times, some Job experiences, but the Lord is right there with us to comfort us. Have a wonderful evening, continuing to look to the Lord, who is the source of your help. Good night.